Today we're going to look at the impact of K-12 food rescue on the Anderson community schools and the actual community of Anderson. Um, we're going to start out by going to the foodrescue.net URL. We're going to hover over tracking tool resources and we're going to left click on live impact dashboard, and that's going to take you to the page we're currently on. You can see that all the schools combined, and I'll grab a hold of that bar and give you an example, all those schools have donated 3.5 million food items to food pantries, kept them out of a landfill. Unopened and unpeeled food items that students choose not to eat for any reason. They keep them out of a landfill and find a better use for it. And the total of 443,580 pounds of CO2e, carbon dioxide equivalents, have been kept from entering into the environment. But that's all the schools. We're going to talk about Anderson schools specifically. So we're going to go to the left click button here on the all, and we're going to find these schools from Anderson. And normally we would pull up one, which would be an example of like Erskine Elementary. So let's find Erskine. And you can see they have individual statistics there from that school. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the detailed tab over here, and we're going to see what 4 schools from Anderson combined have done. So we have Erskine Elementary there. We are going to add East Side Elementary by left clicking there and going to East Side Elementary. Then we're going to go to Kilbuck, and we're going to add Kilbuck to that group. And then we're going to add 10th Street, who has also entered their data for all of this. So there's 4 schools. We're going to left click on apply, and you can see that the food items, well, I should get off of that first. Left click there. And you can see the food items are 128,903 food items donated since they started using the tracking tool, and 16,113 pounds of carbon dioxide equivalents, and then meals as well as how many meals that they have rescued since they started using the tracking tool. And you can kind of see that they enter the data a little bit monthly, and then there's some months where they just enter it all in. So they have it manually and they just throw it into the tracking tool when they're completed. These schools have been donating for about 2 years, or at least using the tracking tool for 2 years. So we're going to show you how to actually share that image digitally. If you want to left click in that area down there at the bottom, you'll see image comes up. You left click on image. You can download that as a JPEG, but we're not going to do that. We're going to cancel that. We're going to left click on this little icon here, and it's going to bring up opportunities to share it on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and email. So we're going to click out of that. And if you would like to have a different digital image than that to share, you can left click on social, and you can see that it combines all these schools together here, and you've got all these 3 different examples of what the program and what the impact has had on the community. So I'd like to thank Donna Curtis, specifically the food service director at Anderson Community Schools, for taking this project on, and thank Anderson Community Schools for leading the Food is Not Trash movement.